Hi there, this is Juan, a part-time gardener. What you're seeing there is a rat got into our shed in the backyard. And the reason it got into our shed is because I have this habit of creating or making rat houses. And how I do that is I leave wood. I'll show you guys kind of like what I tend to do. If you guys can see right there, that is just some wood that I laid down in front of the shed. So like when it gets muddy, to kind of prevent grass from growing in front of the door. What happens is rats and other kind of rodents, they'll think, hey, here's a covering. And not that one specifically, because you guys can see there's little gaps. But sometimes I'll lay solid pieces of wood on the ground. And then rats will make little houses out of it. And other creatures will too. Of course, it's kind of my fault. And what I had here, I had some other pieces of wood laying down and the rats made a house out of it. And then I took that away and they need a place to stay, right? So they decided to get into the shed. Now, I don't know if the rats are in there right now, but I wanted to show you guys something that I learned from the internet is how to keep these guys from getting in to your house. I did that at my house. Like I try to find the places where rats get in because they want to live, right? And we have food in our house, so they try to get in there. And any shelter. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys in just a little bit. I can't pause on his phone, just the way it is. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to use to keep rats from getting into the shed. I don't think they're in there now because it's super hot out here. It's probably like 98 degrees, maybe 100. What I'm going to show you guys is what I have here is some 1/4 a wire type of stuff that we use. It's like chicken wire, but it's kind of small. I got a stapler, some staples, and a little cutter to cut that the wire. And then I'm going to show you guys the finished product in just a little bit. All right, guys, so there is the finished project. It didn't take a whole lot of time. But I think it's going to be effective. If you guys can see, there is that gap right there. It doesn't look perfect. That's the outside part. And then here's the inside portion of it right there. And like, we've had this shed for quite a while. I think we had it for 3 years. And this sort of thing has never happened before. But one of the reasons I think it happened was, you guys can see it's not like on the corner somewhere on the bottom. I mean, the rats had to have time. And the reason I believe they had time is because both of our animals, we have 2 dogs. They have been spending a lot of time indoors because they were injured for the last few months. They've had some pretty heavy injuries and they have had to spend a lot of time in the house. Normally they're out here wandering around, and of course you guys can see that the rats had a long time to just kind of hang out, chew through that, because that takes quite a while. And you guys can see down there, recently, a couple days ago, a rat happened to get in there. But that is really kind of odd for rats to have that kind of time. But we'll see if it keeps the rats out. And if there is a rat in there now, we'll see if it comes out later on. I don't think it is, but we'll look for other the things that other clues of if the rats are still in there. You guys can see there's a little bit of a gap down there. Maybe it'll try to escape if it's in there. I'm not too sure. I'm not going in there because rats kind of freak me out. All right, guys, that's all I have for this video. We'll see you on the next one.